Welcome back. This is Troy Bulkey, and I'm here at KFNX 1100 AM. And with Credit Talk, I'm with Donnie Gritten, and we are covering some very important topics. One is, what do you do when you are in a business and you're barely breaking even, you're not even breaking even, and you owe money, and you're just taking money out of your account just to pay bills. And, you know, we said in the last section that you're either growing or dying. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. And that is so literal. It's not a joke. It's not something you just say. It's real. And I've been there. And I've had to turn it around. There's times where, you know, earlier in I didn't turn it around. So it's, you don't forget that pain, because starting over is extremely painful.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah.
So it really is. One of the biggest things that we really run into is when people are looking to get a loan, what the hardest conversation is why. You know, if you're getting a loan to advance your business, it's an easy conversation. If you're looking to get a loan to you know, just keep the lights on and pay bills, it's a difficult conversation. Investors don't want to invest in a dying company.
No.
And oftentimes, the reality is that, you know, we talk to our clients and look, as much as a loan may help you, you know, that'd be great. You're going to have to sell your way out of this. That's really the only way you can do it. It's short run. Look, loans can become an addiction. You can get a $10,000 loan this month, pay it off pay portions of it off over the next few months, and then get another loan to help pay that loan off, and then get a few more dollars to keep moving your business forward. Mm-hmm. There are dozens upon dozens, thousands of businesses nationwide that are doing that. We interact with them constantly, right?
Always.
So the conversation actually comes into, well, why are we filling a bucket that has holes in it? So while we're figuring out what the holes are, what's causing it, you know, what are you doing to advance the top line? What are you doing to bring new business into the door? If we have that conversation, then, you know, these loans that you get, these investors that we find, and so on, you know, then they're willing to participate with you. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. So if I took $10,000, what can I expect on my ROI? I mean, you have an advertising company, correct?
We got an agency called 10-Day Media. And, by the way, 10daymedia.com. Yes,
Good plug. And so I'm interviewing you now. Is that how it goes?
I guess once you ask me about marketing. If you had $10,000 you spend with me, which is a likely actual doable thing you're probably going to do with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the first thing I would do as a small business owner, I don't think that the small business owner has any right. There's no way to justify using investors' money to try to do big shot Super Bowl ads and expensive TV ads and expensive radio ads. I believe in guerrilla marketing. When you are spending an investor's dollar, and I've learned this the hard way, you have to do the smart thing. The smart thing is guerrilla marketing. And
what? I mean, that's alien to me. What's guerrilla marketing look like?
Marketing. Okay. Guerrilla marketing is targeting the most specific, ideal customer who wants and needs what you have right now. Who is it? Where are they? When do they need it? Why do they need it? That ideal customer. Like, who's your ideal customer?
Well, right now we're launching a coaching program, and we're targeting real estate agents and solopreneurs, but primarily real estate agents.
Why?
We feel that that's where they need it the most. Statistics show that 95% of all the business, 90% of all the business that's done by real estate agents is done by 5% of real estate agents.
Okay.
So
do they think they need it?
Great question. No, I hope they do.
Because here's the thing. It's one thing to reach the ideal customer who needs you, but do they know they need you? And what can you do? Like what we're doing right now is it's called education-based marketing. Half the time, they don't even realize they need you until they hear a program like this. And says, you know, oh my God, I am part of the 95%. This 5% of the guys making all the money in the real estate business. Why aren't I one of them? Because I'm barely making my bills. I'm good looking. I can sell. I've got a great personality. I work hard. Why are some guys making 20 times more than I am doing in the same state? You know, you got to ask yourself that question. And it might be because of the way you're doing things. And it might be that you need to change your paradigm. You need to change your thinking process. Because if they're doing something, they're doing something differently than you. That is crystal clear. And you can't always get close enough to have a good model to see what they're doing.
Yeah, right.
But
I'm learning so much from this.
But
that's awesome.
So marketing is not only Who is your ideal customer? Where are they? When are they most apt to buy from you right now? And when? What stage of their business cycle are they most likely to say yes without the less, and then also you have to constantly do the education-based marketing, which you're doing with your blogs and your emails and your LinkedIn stuff. You're always putting out education. So the ones that don't know they don't know, the ones that don't even know they need you, can be converted with education, because now you're creating an awareness that they should have, they need to have to change their situation. But education helps so much, and sometimes you got to show your stuff. Sometimes you got to leak some of those intellectual property ideas that you have, so people are like, this guy, the Don, he really does know what he's talking about. He really does know. He's got customers that stand up for him and testimony, endorse him. That's a real guy. And you got to let people know that you know your stuff, not just preserve the secrets. I'm not going to tell you anything, because if I tell you, you won't need me. It's like, no, there's like a warehouse of information you have they don't have.
Right.
So it's not giving up anything.
Right.
So anyway,
absolutely.
I say givers get.
Yeah.
And if you are giving good information, you're going to be the first one they come to when they need more help. And they're always going to need help. So be the one who gives, and you'll get more business.
Oh, I love that.
But back to your question. What was your question?
That's huge. So more specifically was the 10,000, if I'm borrowing $10,000 and rather than filling a bucket with holes in it, and I invest that into marketing, what can I expect on an ROI? Like, what can I expect from that?
Okay, depending if you do what I just said, which is hit your ideal customer at the right time in the right place, with guerrilla marketing. My definition, this is not, I didn't write a book on this yet, but I probably will. But my definition of guerrilla marketing and guerrilla sales is if you can spend money on a campaign, say $3,000, and one sale pays for the entire campaign. Okay? So you put yourself in a situation where it's very difficult to lose, and you're not burning through your entire budget, and very easy to win. And you want to stay there. Stay nice and close. So I do signs. I have 1,000 signs throughout the valley. You see my signs everywhere. Why? I make one sale, and that covers my cost for the entire signs. Wow. Everything above and beyond that is gravy. I don't take high risks with my investors' money. I don't take scary, dangerous, will this ROI? Oh, it could be explosive. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
Well, how about we keep the cost down, and we know that if we make one sale, we got 30,000 chances to do it. Like when I do a sign, I'm reaching millions of people because I'm on the intersection, So they see all that. They, there's people stopping at the stoplight and seeing it. In every direction they see the signs. I do Craigslist. Craigslist, why? Everybody looks at Craigslist. No matter what the bad reputation is, people are going on Craigslist. And if I make one sale per month, and I advertise, 18 times a day, so I've got how many thousands of chances before I screw up and not make one sale. And if I can't make one sale, I shouldn't be in the business. So every campaign I do is that way. The most risky thing I've done is pay-per-click. And pay-per-click is specifically a good niche because you're using the search terms, but you have to know what you're talking about. You have to know what you're doing. So we do that too. We do a little bit of, PPC, but it's also for branding. So I want to be on page one. What's the fast way to be on page one? Pay-per-click. You do pay-per-click, you're guaranteed to be on page one.
Right.
So you got to do that at a nice light budget for conversion reasons. And if you make one sale, but don't spend too much. You don't have to. You don't have to spend too much. I also do voicemail campaigns because within one.
What's a voicemail campaign? I've never heard of that.
Well,
maybe that's what we're already doing. We just don't even know it.
Well, if you have a campaign where you got a recorded voice that tells your specific message within 1 minute and 35 seconds, it's like, hey, are you a small business owner looking for intelligent tax strategies to maximize your profits this year, cut costs and increase profits, blah, blah, blah? Then you are in the right place. This is Opulent Business, and my name is Donnie, and da-da-da. You basically tell them the 5 or 6 key bullet point benefits in a voicemail, and it's still legal. I mean, texting is not legal, but voicemail is. So these are the kind of things we do. And I do it for new business funders. I do it for 10-day media, and it is cost-effective, safe. You make one sale, you cover your entire costs, and then repeat. I mean, I've consistently advertised for 6 months on my Craigslist because it works. Signs, I will continue to do my signs. I will continue to do them. So
that's awesome.
Well, so that's guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing is safe, powerful, repeatable, And once you get that ROI, do it again. If you make your sale in the first week, do it again. You just keep doing it. But don't go outside your range. Don't go do a $5,000, $8,000 campaign. You know, if you're not going to get a direct response result, bam. And then I also ensure my success by branding. So you'll see me all over the internet with radio talk shows and TV shows and things like that. Because when they see us on the internet, we actually, they'll convert. They'll say, hey, I heard this guy I saw his sign and heard his radio, and I looked him up on the internet. There he is in the internet.
It's huge.
Okay. He's quoted in Bloomberg.
Right.
They convert. This is Troy Bolke, and I'm with Don Gritten for 1100 AM KFNX, and we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you.